What if you subscribe and share? Lucky, good things will happen, right? Aren't you going to have offspring of your own? When you leave the world of Saba, baby.
Like offspring.
Oh, 70 and 30.
So it's related to yesterday. You said that in the old river, the person who met my daughter we met sent 1004 before the great Gaiko emperor to resolve it.
I mentioned I'd do it.
I asked you a question. Now this body, if my friend's dead friend came back, or if I saw my dead ancestor right now with his eyes open, I would probably be surprised and recognize it. Dead friends are back, dead parents are back. However, if you turn your back and dream about it, for example, if you are honest, you will reach a point where even your parents won't recognize you, because I met my dead parents, and my parents passed away, but they didn't recognize me like this. What if this doesn't matter to us, but now? Since you say it is divided into empty fiction, I would like to ask a question for those who have not met President Kyung-Young. You said a woman seduces. She said she was tempting me, but if I realized that this was my dead state, I would definitely be able to just snort through it. In fact, that judgment...
But, you don't think he's ever dead?
Yes.
I don't think he's dead.
Even in that dream.
That's it. Now that you're dead, you leave your body. Even if you leave, you will pass through the same thoughts as what you love now. The process you don't like is that your body moves like this because you look at your body and why am I here? And then it unfolded before my eyes. But even if you don't want to do it, you can't help it. Instead, what's interesting is that you remember your close mother, your past mother, and your father. What happens to your current state? That's why we say that brave people are like ghosts, right? Yes, so when you are in a state of ageism, the teacher too. I know my current parents, I know all my ancestors, they all change brilliantly. The spirit becomes clear. When you leave the body, then if you want to go and meet your old lover, you can go and look for them all. But I'm sorry, but I have to be caught in a plaster box and get my body back in 49 days. As a ghost, I will never go. Please leave my master at home and let me be next to that dog. Then yes, then. Enter the dog. As a dog, so you shouldn't have attachments. This is to cut off your attachment if possible. So if a woman likes animals too much, there is a high probability that she will die and become an animal. And then...
What I want to say is that those who have not met President Heo Kyung-Hwan will only see this lecture in history. So those people who have done a lot of work now will be exempted from it. But...
What is this? People who died before me in the void are unfair, right?
No, that's not it. I want you to tell me how I can recognize that I am being judged.
My little, people come back to this world and live fiction. The people who were there before are reincarnated again. Keep reigning, you know? After I was born, all the people who died in front of me were born as humans. And they were born, and they came back to see me again. And they saw my pictures. Now that's changing times. It's changing a kind of the earth. Hey, the spiritual world has been in its infancy until now, but now it's maturing and turning to Kyung-Young Ri. Until now, when I'm not on the internet, you don't have to come to IZ and you can see it all, and all 7 billion people who died later will see it when they are reborn, right? So no one is unfair, but only those who reject it. There is a high probability that they will return as ghosts. How many people die and become ghosts? It is difficult to receive their bodies normally. There are also people who go to animals. So, there are huge differences in customs, yes. But what exactly is the question here?
If you say so, I quit.
This means I am a human being. When I die, I go to my freedom zone to do what I have to do, and that's 49 days. 49, and you have to multiply 49 by 49. Then take that opportunity, and that's the test paper. When that opportunity was in this world, I mean, you were all alive before this earth was created. No matter how many people there were killed, their soul did not disappear. It won't disappear. That energy was given, But it's all in that energy barcode. Even if it becomes a fig, this person loses his pride just because he becomes a fig, not himself. When you change your fingerprints, 10 will not disappear forever, even if you die. Even if it's a fig, this place has been a human since hundreds of billions of years ago. No matter how much we react as a living being, no matter how much we die, humans cannot die. You can't just change, you can't just cheat. Then, if I'm really ugly, if I die quickly, my body will change again. And now, if I want to be the next pretty girl, I just have to be nice to the ugly one. That's right, that's right. If I just bring a bouquet of flowers to an ugly person and keep doing this, my face will become prettier next time, right? Yeah, isn't it? But if you step on Maknam's flower garden and harass Maknam's women and go around, you will be born an ugly person later and make women run away with their wealth, right? Then that's right. But only in Buddhism, like Buddhism now. Don't step on the ants and kill them. And what that means is that it was created because all living things were needed, but it wasn't created to announce it to humans. It was created as a cleaner on the ground. First of all, if the bugs pick it up and walk around, the ants clean it up together. All insects were made in Phoebe so that humans could live. But you also created microorganisms to resemble each other. So you're telling us to use it all up. I made it because I needed it. There is a place where it was created, and so are mosquitoes. Yes, there is an atmosphere. But at 100, that level, if you live that life with behavior, and then you can be reborn with wind. If you don't have wind below 50, there are 8 things. That's what I'm talking about. Buddhism, Christianity, or all world religions are at my level. Can't you talk like that? There are many things wrong with Buddhism and Christianity. Buddhism says that all humans are fans. Yes, that's wrong. Everyone is discriminating, right? Isn't that right? There's trickery, and there's discrimination. So because of the front line, but Silkamani saw it right away that he had a past life. But what did you do wrong? First of all, it's wrong to say that everyone is Buddha. This universe is a big star, and that is a star. And there is discrimination. We call it discrimination. Because all humans are discriminated against, this is why we can survive. I don't want to be a cleaner at all. Can we live without a cleaner? Because there is no discrimination. That's right, it's better to create this universe. So if I say everyone is Buddha, that's it. There are all women on earth who can go under the sky to become Buddha. This is what I'm saying, but my story is 50 examples. So if the level of regret drops a little. So, if you go to animals and go further, you go to insects. And that's what I'm talking about. Seol Kamoni figured out the rules I made? It's a rule I made up. What I mean is this guy used to bully women a lot. Then will I have a good daughter in my next life? Even if you are born a man, you won't have a daughter. But if this company just helps a female patient very much, pays for the hospital expenses, and does it like this at Jongsonggun, she will die later and have a beautiful daughter, right? That's the law we made up. So, if you treat a woman well, then you will become a good wife, but the person who shows off the woman too much and abuses her will die. So what kind of woman will come as a wife? What a wife like that will pull out her roots and tell her husband to be different. Yes, there is no such thing. But that's not what I'm saying to blow. It's a rule that I created. Our law, that is, if possible, be good to others, be good to nature, or be good to ants. Yes, when ants suddenly appear in your house and a swarm of ants appears here, that rich Protestant church, what are you talking about? Ants are money. Yeah. If you kill an ant with this or that concern, you can't kill it. You just have to sweep it away because it smells. But if ants just appear in the house, they are swarming around, and hundreds of ants just appear and crawl around, it is a sign that that person will become rich. Yes, then some people just sprayed it with medicine and killed it. And then it was good. And he didn't die. If he didn't die, his happiness ran away. Does the ant tell you the sign? This family will become rich in the future. And to thank the ants, you have to gently sweep the broom and save them outside. Not in the hall, but please step on it. Get the pretty one, and Dr. Park will go and give it to you. And whether he becomes rich or not, that's an American angel. You're telling me in advance what's going to be a concern, right? I mean, it's already like that. So, as a recommendation, things like that can be taught in schools. No one can say that. So, if I listen to a lecture on YouTube in the future, everyone will be taken away. I just understand that Buddhism or Christianity is good. So the creatures we were talking about earlier are ants or people. But you have become animals, ants, people, and over again until you are humans. So humans become ants. There's a possibility of going to ghost, don't you know? If you hate someone so much, you can become a ghost. But Yi Sun-sin, who killed many people, Kang Gam-chan, who killed many people, or people like the opposite sex world, all become ghosts. They are in the unauthorized state, and they have become gods. That's right. A person who says he is a shaman, sticks to his body, enters the body of a beautiful woman, and if you keep giving it to her, it's another woman. So he continues to remain a shaman. Oh, as a shaman, and Kim Yushin's ghost. That's right. That's right. There are general ghosts. I don't think generals can accept bodies. So someone I only see cleaning human bodies will give me that body? We don't give it, so what do we get? I don't usually know pretty women because I just have to stick to the human body and live like a parasite. From now on, if you spot a beautiful woman once, it will enter her body and prevent her from eating. Okay, let me get the bead. If you get the bead, save the woman and let her eat. The Prime Minister's fairy Jin Yu-jong, unruly monster, becomes a shaman. Recently, a beautiful palette became a shaman. I tried to become a shaman who tried to commit suicide, but ended up becoming a shaman, so I lived on my own. Yeah? It doesn't. So, if you become Kim Shin, you become a ghost who wants to kill a lot of people. So, the more you mislead others, the more negative it is for me. Well, if you become a ghost, you will choose only human women for thousands of years, several grades, and tens of billions of years, and trick them into beautiful women. But male ghosts don't fall in love with pretty women. Female ghosts fall in love with handsome men, and handsome men have children. That ghost is attached, but suddenly when a male shaman dissects a woman's voice. When the female shaman says she has a woman's voice, then again, a man's voice changes suddenly. If you do this, man's voice is same, but normally woman's voice isn't man's. Only when ghost is activated, others' voices are restrained.
Coming out, yes.
Are you afraid of ghosts? Ghosts target beautiful women and handsome men, but the beautiful woman can only enter when her body is weak, so when her cycle is low, when her cell cycle is low, so when she diets a lot of food, or when her body is weak, she needs to be careful. If beautiful women are weak and go to the mountains at night, there is a high probability of being possessed by ghosts. You have to be careful. If you make money in the club, you have to kill it. Oh, you can't kill it. Even if you make money, if it comes in, it's a sign of money. Every insect gives a sign in the house. Why would some of our ancestors call it money bugs? Bugs in house signify money circulation. I can't speak and just come out. Then the money doesn't stop and keeps coming. If you should not kill money bugs among children, money bugs are thin. Money bugs have a short body. How many legs do they have? There are not many seats. A lot of legs means a lot of money. Look at ants. They have a lot of legs. That means that if you come to Baghdad, the money will increase. Can't you take medicine and kill the game? Our ancestors are wise. Now we stopped Ang in that house where our ancestors would die. Why, mother? When father returns, tells to leave Argonian quickly. What's wrong with Chimney? Now you brought the cat to your ancestor's room when he died, right? When in the coffin, if the cat goes into the coffin, to quickly stop the burr, the cat goes under the corpse, and the cat sits right under the head of the dead person, under the bead box. Is that cat going into a cat that the ghost of a person will become a cat? Why is it so big? Then the body is written backwards. No, I heard stories like that. Right? Go into your hometown. No, pull it upside down and throw it away. Then people faint and the missionaries just run away and there's chaos. Because you leave it still and break it a lot, you stop the cat from getting in with a chimney. A cat has a chance to be born as a human. They only wait for humans to die. So I just went into the chimney. So if you go down and sit under the corpse, a ghost will enter the cat's head. And that cat could be born a human next. That dead person will come to the cat and die if he likes it. So my ancestors told me not to worry quickly, so I told them to stop it, so when my parents return. Think about it wisely. Why would you call the village? Why did he tell her to fail? Do you want to do it again as an industry? Or at least try to root? That's right, that's right. So our ancestors had no wisdom. This means that they couldn't light a fire in the Argonium under the pretext that a cat was going in. Yes, but 3 weeks are good, but you have to stay. If you try to stay in a hot room, your parents' bodies will get hurt quickly, so our little ones are wise. When a cat enters the palace, the cat becomes a person. They change into cats. Hurry up and block the Argonium. This is the sound of don't turn off the fire. Yeah, don't you? Yeah. Cats and humans can communicate, and that's true. So why did our ancestors come to wisdom? Look into my eyes and you will be happy and call Heo Kyung-min. You can use my eyes Heo Kyung-sung, you will test, right? Now get cosmic energy from Heo Kyung-Young's eyes, right?